Hi, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your North Node in Cancer for October. So that's North Node in your natal chart, astrology chart. So you would need to go and find that out in Google, free natal chart, look that up. But this is to look to see how you can move towards more towards your life purpose, more towards expansion of soul growth in this lifetime. So I've already pulled some oracle cards here, and I'm just going to tap into the main readings to see what might come up for you guys this month, how you can progress this month. So let's have a look. So that's Cancer. So that means you've lived many lifetimes as a Capricorn, so you fall back onto that quite easily. So you expand by moving more towards your North Node in Cancer. So let's have a look. We have 8 of Wands coming in from the past, your old focus. The 10 of Wands, a lot of energy there. The 3 of Cups. We have the issue as the 7 of Pentacles. You now is the Ace of Cups. We have the World card distracting you. End of cycles. Ace of Swords, which is new beginnings, victories helping you. Moving forward, we have the 9 of Swords as your new focus. We have the Moon card, interesting. And we have the King of Swords. So what we have here is the Page of Cups underneath the deck. Now, the Page of Cups is normally a turning point for us emotionally. It is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It could be an apology. It could be a small gift. It could be somebody giving you something. We do have the 2 of Pentacles underneath that. So that talks about financial struggle. It talks about trying to balance between 2 things, weigh up 2 options. Now, the Page of Cups comes in also to make us more intuitive, to make us more psychic. So in some senses, following the Page of Cups, it's like we follow the things that we love, yeah? And it takes us to new creative environments, new nurturing environments, or new intuitive places, because you do have the Moon card there. And one of your oracle cards is also the Moonstone, which talks about mystery and intuition. It talks about you needing to follow your intuition this month, needing to follow those signs, those synchronicities that you've been getting, needing to follow that with the Moon. And I feel like as you come into the month, there's an expansion of energy. There's things start to move really fast for you. This talks about communication, things happening really fast. You may have a lot of engagements. You may have a lot of parties. You may have to meet a lot of friends this month. You have a lot of responsibilities with the 10 of Wands. Now, it may mean that you need to put down some of these burdens before things get too much, before you get overwhelmed in some sense. Now, we also have, as your past life influence, transportation. So this talks about things happening really fast, or you wanting the energy to move really fast, or things happening really fast for you. Now, transportation can also talk about you going on a journey this month. We do have you moving up with the Wands. So the 8 of Wands is also talking about spiritual expansion, spiritual growth, because we do have you moving towards this cornucopia. Now, cornucopia is also 11. So it could be that somebody comes in this month for you that helps you go on a spiritual journey, because you also have, as your romance angels, you have religious factors, and it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing, spiritual path. So in some senses, you're getting sent signs, synchronicities this month that you're supposed to follow, and it's going to lead you to this cornucopia, because we have the transportation move into the cornucopia. And I did talk about moving to possibly a new environment, or using your intuition to move towards something that is a new environment. You also have getting to know each other, and it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Now we do have something coming in for you in the center here. Now, it may feel like you're a little bit overwhelmed this month, because it does feel like your cup's going to run over here. Now, the issue is that you may have put a lot of energy into something. You may be waiting for that payoff in terms of that thing. You may be putting a lot of energy into your work. But I feel like if work's halted this month, it's trying to tell you, like, have a little bit of patience, take some time for the people around you. This can also talk about friends, raising our magical energy, raising our emotional energy, raising our vibration back up again. Yeah, it could also be that you need to kind of lean on your friends a little bit more this month. You need to open up to them. You need to allow them possibly to know what your burdens are this month. So what's distracting you is that you're going through the end of a cycle. There's this completion, but it could also be this self-realization that you need to kind of be a little bit vulnerable, but also maintain your boundaries, yeah, with the world. It can talk about being quite fixed in your boundaries, but still being open, still being vulnerable, because we do have the nakedness here. Now, this could be a realization, this could be an epiphany, this could be a victory or a clarity of thought, an awakening in some senses. Because I feel like this month there's going to be a lot of awakenings, there's going to be a lot of clarity, epiphanies. Excuse me. We do have the King of Swords, which is also about authenticity. It's about standing in your truth in some way. Now, you may be led to stand in your truth. You may be led to follow a certain path this month. Now, there may be fears, there may be doubts and hesitations with the Moon card, because I feel like sometimes the Moon card can talk about paranoia. It can talk about our fears, needing to kind of open up. Sometimes we're feeling like this dog is a wolf or the wolf is a dog, vice versa. So it may be that you feel something is more scary than what it is, and there's a need to kind of take the mask off of that, because you do have the Nine of Swords, which is very much about fears, doubts. Now, we also have retreat into nature with the Green Man, which is talking about you getting grounded. It's talking about going out into nature to kind of recharge yourself, to recharge your energy, to kind of earth yourself again. Yeah, because you could be following a lot of intuitive stuff, a lot of signals, a lot of signs, things that are undercurrent. You also have Voice of an Angel. Now, this talks about you needing to use your own unique voice. You needing to allow yourself to speak for yourself, to stand for yourself in some way. Yeah, to allow your voice to bring about some kind of transformation. Now, we do have the King of Swords, and he is all about truth, honesty. He's about communication. Yeah, there may be some things that are hidden from you this month, and you're wanting a bit more truth or clarity about a situation. Now, the Voice of an Angel is telling you to use that unique voice, as opposed to the worry and the anxiety there. But it could be that you're just following the signs. You're going on this journey, seeing a lot of synchronicities that are leading to your cornucopia here. It could be that somebody comes in that, in some senses, they become your muse, But it's talking about you having that voice coming from inside you, even if they are a muse. It's talking about you using your internal voice to get through this. Let me take a clarifier for around the moon and the King of Swords. I'm going to leave the page there. So the moon is Pisces and the King of Swords can be Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. But you're in your thoughts about a situation. Now there's a need to use your voice in order to find truth, in order to possibly clear up any paranoia, to clear up any misunderstandings. Eight of Swords, there's worry, fear. There's a fear of feeling trapped by a situation. It could be doubts about following your intuition, following what your soul's kind of telling you in some senses. We do have the Ten of Pentacles, which is abundance card. For some of you, it could be that your ancestors are guiding you towards certain things. Your ancestors are sending you certain signs, certain synchronicities with the moon, mystery and intuition. It could be that you're needing to go out and get the crystal or use the crystal moonstone in order to bring in more clairvoyance, and bring in more clarity, in order to tune in. But it's not about having fears or doubts. We have the Queen of Pentacles. It's about staying grounded, knowing your worth, knowing your value in some sense. So it may be that you're having to open up about something and you're worried about how somebody may take that. But what these cards are saying is that if you stand in your truth in this situation, then it will all go well. The Queen of Pentacles, it's talking about abundance, stability, growth. And it's coming from you standing in your truth as opposed to, I feel like, putting all of this energy into waiting for something. There's a need to clarify something as opposed to waiting for something, because I feel like there's new opportunities coming in. We have epiphanies, revelations. Drawing a line in the sand as well with the Ace of Swords brings victory for you guys this month. So if you're being pushed to do something, but there's a little voice in you saying, no, don't do it. The universe is saying, yes, do it, because it's going to lead towards your growth and your stability in a way that you may not have imagined, before. And I feel like it's going to show you some new kind of journey, some new way of tapping into your intuition, new psychic skills, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, all of the clairs. So it's just saying that just tap into those intuitive nudges, whether that could lead you to the lottery or whether it's just leading you to this self-growth, this inner growth. There's a need to kind of clarify something, to communicate something. So I really do hope this has helped. Take care, stay blessed. Thanks for watching. Thank you for all your likes, your shares and your subscriptions.